Lorehold dining hall. Your impression of this large space is the variety of people who fill it. Long tables and sturdy benches are pushed end to end to form rows which run nearly the length of the room, and most of the benches are full of diners who are chatting merrily amongst each other. On the column you can see to the west, you notice a memo. A constant stream of people seems to be entering and leaving the hall by 3 of the 4 doorways. The mouth-watering smell of roasting fowl, scented with herbs, drifts towards you as you take a deep breath. The clangs and tingles of colliding tableware can be heard even over the clatter. All through the area, long tables can be found. Most seats now filled with the diners, who are chatting merrily amongst each other. People keep rising, leaving, moving back into empty spots on the benches, carrying trays of steaming food, or returning empty trays to long shelves along the north quote-unquote wall. You cannot find any people to examine here. Well, that's funny because you just said people. Oh, diners. This is possibly the most diverse crowd you have ever seen. Although many are humans of the various tribes of Santharia, there is a fair number of elves, a few dwarves, and at a specially constructed table near you a trio of brownies are having their dinner. Brownies, we need to talk to them. Most of them are probably scholars and researchers of the university, but there are also a couple of mages, their cloaks embossed with the seal of Ximax. One, though his back is turned to you, is clearly of the Orcan race, his broad shoulders making his human friend look slight next to him, and his shaggy hair tumbling down over his red tunic. A golden-haired bard seems to be entertaining her friends at one of the same table. At one end of the same table, drawing both admiring and irritated glances from the fellow diners. So that's a woman bard, but we've already got to know a man bard. So maybe they are maybe they don't like each other, because I mean they probably both want the full attention of the guests. A pass through an aperture cut into that same wall obviously looks into the kitchen. Indeed, even as you watch, the dirty trays vanish through the opening, so quickly you cannot see the busy hands which must be whisking them away. There is a parchment with an announcement on the wall, meant to be seen by all the people visiting the dining hall. You take a closer look. The announcement reads, To the Lorehold staff, with serious concerns we need to emphasize that the plaques at the main hall bookshelves mustn't be moved or altered. They need to be readable from the ground level and are only allowed to contain one single label corresponding to the section of the library. The Lorehold administration. P.S. This is particularly of significance for mages and pets. Look at Yennefer. This fair young woman is quite busy telling the small audience that has gathered around her a story. Her hands are gesturing ceaselessly to emphasize her words. The bright red cloak she wears flutters as she waves and shakes her fists. Wait, I will update my map real quick. Okay, maybe we can talk to the young woman. As you get closer to the bard, she seems to conclude her tale, and the audience laughs merrily as she sits down and returns to her meal. You manage to catch her eye, and she smiles, patting the seat next to her in an invitation to approach her. Wow, she's friendly. You greet the bard. The bard's smile brightens as she shakes your hand firmly. How nice to meet you! I'm Yennefer of Strata, the bard that's here for entertainment this evening. Did you want to ask about anything in particular? You introduce yourself. The bard smiles back at you. I'm Yennefer of Strata. What are you doing in the Lorehold? Well, I am a bard, obviously. Well, actually, I'm not really a full bard yet, but I will be soon. I've been sent here to add a few local Stratanian stories to the library. You are a bard? Yes, I am a bard. I thought I told you that before. Oh, well, I might be mistaken. I'm just so busy these days. I won't be telling any more stories right now, though. My dinner is getting cold. Bye. Oh, you've got to go. It's been so nice meeting you. Perhaps you can come along the library later, so we can chat a little more. Okay. I will write this down. That's the date. Dining hall. Bard Yennefer wants to meet in library later. Okay. I feel like I missed out. There was some brownies. I wanted to talk to them. Apparently, even the smallest trace of Celereth can be found at Lorehaven. This trio of brownies, their skin a smooth brown color, seems to be having a good time, chatting amongst each other in their alien language. They do not seem very interested in anyone else, though. Well, this will change now. The three brownies look up to you, but you don't seem to catch their interest. A few blinks later, they are talking to themselves again, as if you aren't there. But I need to talk to some brownies. Jeez. What if I talk to them again? Okay. I guess not. Okay, library's music room. You are in a room that has rows of high bookshelves filled with heavy tomes and scrolls. A dusty smell is in the air. You see no one, but can hear paper rustling a few shelves away, suggesting that somebody is there. Perhaps you should explore more thoroughly. Perhaps I should. Shelves of blue-corded scrolls surround you on almost all sides. They appear to be largely music, but you have no idea how they are organized, so you don't really want to move anything. The room has a rather gloomy feel. though a skylight overhead gives a bit of light.